This is multiplying and dividing polynomials, part 2. The first 4 examples are in the first video if you need to go back and watch that first. All right, example 5, we're going to be multiplying a binomial using the FOIL method. This is kind of a trick, I guess, just to help you remember first term, outer terms, inner terms, last term, so FOIL. And it just kind of gives you a way to remember how to multiply two binomials together. So let's go ahead and try it on part 1. So my first terms, I multiply my two first terms together. X times x is x squared. And then I multiply my outer terms together. So my x and my -6, that's -6x. And then my two inside or inner terms, -3 times x is -3x. And then my two last terms, so -3 times -6, two negatives make a positive 18. All right, just like before, we have to combine like terms. So we're going to have x squared. -6 minus 3 is -9x. And then plus 18 comes down. All right, let's try one more. This one has a 2x times a 3x from my first terms. 2x times 3x is going to be 6x squared. And then 2x times -5 is -10x. 1 times 3x is plus 3x. Both of them have a positive sign, so it becomes plus 3x. 1 times -5 is -5. Again, combine my middle terms or my like terms. So I've got 6x squared. -10 plus 3 is -7x minus 5. All right, we're going to do something very similar in example 6. Abart has a binomial multiplied by a trinomial. So we're going to do the same process. We're going to do x times each term in the trinomial, and then we're going to do 5 times each term in the trinomial. So let's go ahead and try that. So x times x squared is x cubed. X times -3x is -3x squared. And then x times -2 is -2x. So now I've multiplied x by each term in the trinomial. Now I need to do the same thing with the 5. So 5 times x squared is 5x squared. 5 times -3x is -15x. And 5 times -2 is -10. Just like before, we have to combine like terms. We have an x cubed that can't be combined with anything, so bring it down. I have a -3x squared and a positive 5x squared. -3 plus 5 is plus 2x squared. Then I have -2x and -15x, which makes -17x. And then bring down my -10. All right, so this would be a third degree polynomial with 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. The leading coefficient is 1. That's just a little recap of things we've learned in this lesson. All right, B part, n minus 3 times n squared minus 2n plus 4. So first we're going to do n times n squared. It's going to be n cubed. N times -2n is -2n squared. And n times 4 is 4n. So again, we have to distribute. We're multiplying n times each term in the trinomial. Then we're going to do the same thing with the -3. So it's going to be -3 times n squared. -3 times -2n. A negative and a negative make this a plus 6n. And then I have -12 at the end. Combine like terms again. Bring down my n cubed. Combine to my squares. So I've got -2 and -3 make -5. n squared. And I'm going to bring my 4 and my 6. 4 plus 6, both of them are positive, so it becomes 10n. And then bring down my negative 12. And again, this is a third degree polynomial. The degree comes from the highest exponent when it's in standard form. And the leading coefficient is 1, and this is a polynomial of 4 terms again. All right, last example. Example 7. In hockey, a goalie behind the goal line can only play a puck in the trapezoidal region. Write a polynomial that represents the area of the trapezoidal region. Find the area of the trapezoidal region when the shorter base is 22. All right, so if you look down here, it's small, but it shows that this one base is x. Looks like the height of this is x minus 11 feet. And the second base is 11 plus 6. So the first thing you have to do is remember what is the formula for the area of a trapezoid. All right, so we have to write down area of a trapezoid. So we're going to have 1/2 height times base 1 plus base 2. I'm pretty sure you look at this back in middle school. I may be wrong, but I feel like this is a formula that you have seen before. All right, so what does that mean for what we're given? All right, we're given 1/2 is part of the formula. Again, if we come down here and look, the height here is x minus 11. So we're going to put x minus 11. And then we're going to multiply that times base 1 and base 2. So if you look, base 1 is x, base 2 is x plus 6 feet. So we've got x and then plus x plus 6. All right. Now, the first thing we can do is combine like terms here inside our brackets. So remember, order of operations, you always want to work inside out. So let's bring this down. So x and plus x, we're adding and subtracting, so we don't have to multiply, we're just adding. So that's going to be 2x and then plus 6. So all we did was combine like terms there. All right, once we do that, now we have two binomials, so we need to multiply our binomials together. So let's do x times 2x. X times 2x is 2x squared. X times 6 is 6x. Negative 11 times 2x is negative 22x. And negative 11 times 6 is negative 66. All right, we can combine like terms if we want before we multiply by 1/2. So we're going to have 2x squared, 6x, and negative 22x gives us negative 16x minus 66. All right, so if we save the 1/2 to the end, half of even numbers is easier to calculate. So you can see we're going to do half of 2x squared, so that's just going to be x squared. We're going to do half of negative 16, which is negative 8x. And we're going to do half of negative 66, which is negative 33. All right, so A part says write a polynomial that represents the area of the trapezoidal region. So this would represent the area of that trapezoidal region. All right, B part says find the area of the trapezoidal region when the shorter base is 22 feet. Remember, the shorter base was just x. So that means let x equal 22 feet. All right, so all we have to do is plug in 22, and we can find the answer here. So let's change this to red. All right, so we're going to have 22 squared minus 8 times 22 minus 33. All right, so let's see what we have here. All right, we're going to have 22 squared minus 8 times 22 minus 33. All right, 275. All right, so when the shorter base, when x equals 22 feet, that means the area of the trapezoidal region is 275 feet. That means the goalie has 275 feet that they can play the puck inside that region. All right, so A part is here. A part says write a polynomial, so we did that. And then B part says find the area, so the area is 275 feet. So we have answered both A and B. If you have any questions, please let me know.